I'm going to get this game. Of course, I'm going to broadcast it. Yeah, I played the demo a little while back, and I was of mixed opinion. Um, so now I'm going to play the actual game. I'm looking forward to it. So I know I kind of said um, half an hour, but I'll go for. Should I try 45 minutes? Because I think that's roughly how long I played the other one for. So computer, 45 minutes.
45 minutes, starting now.
And that puts it about 12:15. I do kind of need to go to bed early tonight because I am at work in the morning, very early, but I finished quite early, so we'll see. Right, I don't know if I just want to jump straight into survival or just go to adventure. Yeah, let's go. You are the captain of the Federation starship Voyager.
So, a few days back, this Captain Janeway breezes into my cozy penal colony like she owns the place. She's stern and smells like coffee and regulations. And the kicker? She's served with my old man on the Albatani. Turns out her security chief, Tuvok, was playing spy on a Maquis ship that vanished in the Badlands. Now Janeway needs that missing ship found, and because of my past associations, I'm apparently the resident expert on the Badlands. I find the missing Maquis. She puts in a good word for me at my next parole review. Simple. Still, the view is infinitely better than a holding cell. It's
That
not
is
every day
actually
you get a
Todd
front
Parsons'
row
voice,
seat
isn't
on a
it?
brand new
I know that they
Intrepid-class starships
changed.
made in Voyage.
They changed it
The USS Voyager.
a bit from the demo.
Might even get to touch the helm.
Tom Paris could have touched me wherever he wanted. I really did have a touch on Tom Paris. I really did. Yes. No. It's Tom Paris. Well, that isn't Tom Paris. German, welcome to Voyager. Ensign Kim, you're fresh from the academy, ready for your first deep space assignment? Report for duty, Captain. It's been an honor to be here. I hope you live to your expectations. Sure, ma'am. I'm pretty sure you did that bit. Ensign Kim, I trust you already met Tom Paris, our esteemed observer, a former Maquis pilot who will help us search the Badlands for the Maquis vessel. With all due respect, ma'am, observer is hardly a title baffling my talents. I'm the best, befitting, sorry, my talents. I'm the best damn pilot in the sector. Call me pilot extraordinaire, Ensign. The Maquis, wow, I heard stories about them. Relax. I'm with the Maquis for only a few weeks before I was captured and sent to a lovely little penal colony in New Zealand. You'd come to my bedroom anytime once. Penal colony. Actually, I did actually get a tweet back from Tom Paris once. Why do I want to call him Eugene? Because she did. Why can't I think his name? Tom Paris is Robert Carrigan. That's it. Enough chat, gentlemen. All hands, this is the captain. Report to your stations. Helm takes into the Badlands. Maximum warp. What? Take us into the Badlands. Maximum warp. You want to go into warp into the Badlands? Are you kidding me? Am I missing something here? And if that's warp, that's really seriously some really worrying. Sensors are picking up no other vessels in the system, Captain. It's time to shine, Mr. Paris. Any ideas where your former colleagues might be hiding? I wasn't exactly Maquis of the Year, Captain, but they did prefer underground bases, remote planets, and... Captain, I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm reading a coherent tachyon beam scanning us, and a display zoom way heading towards us. Red alert! Helm evasive maneuvers. Too late, the wave will intercept us in 5 seconds. Brace for impact. Damage report. Yes. Major hull and deck damage. The transporters are offline and we're receiving casualty reports. Yeah, just a frag pan. Bridge to sick bay. Doctor, I've got injured a crew on the bridge. Doctor? Damn. Captain, we're losing systems across multiple decks. The deuterium tanks are empty. Warp core's gone to grey mode. We're on reserves barely. Mr. Paris, take the helm. Scan for the nearest source of dilithium. External sensors are offline. Stellar cartography must be down. Voyager's blind, Captain. Janeway engineering. We need stellar cartography back online now. Right. Select the question mark icon 1 on the left of the screen to visit any tutorial screens by pressing the left directional buttons 2 times. Right, okay. Activate the stellar cartography in the lower left part of the ship. To activate it, open up its menu by selecting the room and switching on the power supply. Switch on. Captain sensors are picking up something out there, but what Harry is trying to say in stammer is we're not just in the Badlands anymore. I'm gonna take screenshots. How can I take screenshots if it's got game paused? What is that thing? Where are we? If our sensors are working, we just jumped over 70,000 light years into the Delta Quadrant. The Delta Quadrant? How? Captain, life support systems are failing. This array will have to wait. Mr. Paris, take the helm. Find us a deuterium source. Scan points of interest. Right. Mark with white question marks to reveal sources. Scan until you reveal deuterium, the fuel source. Right. Let's grab the deuterium. Okay, that was quick. Navigate your ship by traveling to various locations. While traveling, time passes in the form of cycles. Right, so that's, I'm going to move that there. And there are cycles there. Okay. When visiting points of interest, you can choose between different approaches with different risks and outcomes. The different colours of the chance bar represent the possible outcomes. Dark green and light green, excellent and good outcomes, higher rewards such as extra resources, morale increase, etc. Yellow, average outcomes can include minor setbacks. Orange and red, bad and terrible outcomes, leads to low rewards, and medium to major setbacks like destroyed rooms, that's what I said, moons, hull damage or severe injuries. All right. Yeah, that's right. Right. Reward distribution, 100% reward distribution, 78,737. Right. Captain, we can now deactivate grey mode. Captain, ready to increase warp core output. Okay. The warp core is the reactor that powers the ship. To generate energy, it continuously consumes deuterium. Yes. Depending on the reactor level, you can produce more energy, but more deuterium is required. Increase the power output by selecting main engineering and switching the warp core to a higher tier. Right. So do I just press that? Our energy levels are starting to return to normal, Captain. Good. Now what about this thing? This array. I can't tell, Captain, but our scanners detected a Maquis vessel next to it. Try healing, scan for life signs. Scan for life signs? Scan the ship for life signs, Ensign. There's no one on board, Captain. Scan the array. What about the array? It seems our sensors cannot penetrate it. Okay. We just have to see for ourselves. I want transporter room repaired and ready. Mr. Paris, give us a deuterium deposit. We'll need to repair the transport room. Right, so that's at the top. Deuterium. Your fuel that powers the warp drive, so that's at the top beside the turn. Essential for construction repair. And crew is needed to operate key systems and rooms. That's where they end. We now have all the tier we need. Engineers stand by to repair the transport, Captain. Damaged rooms are not operational. Select a room to bring it up the control room. The room's controls. If you have resources and work teams needed, you can initiate the repairs. So, oh god, that's really tiny. There's 32 out of 50, and there's one something at the bottom. That must be the repair guy. Transporters are back online, Captain. Mr. Paris, set course for the array. It's time we got some answers. Right, that's focus ship. Oh. Yeah, my ship's going to be destroyed by the time before I even get through. Okay. Hmm. Right. So now I'm full. Oh, uh-huh. Enter Kim, Miss Paris, get ready for your first away mission. Away mission. Present a series of challenges. Heroes possess skills and traits. Select heroes with the matching skills for your away team. Start mission. Decide on an approach and select the hero to complete the challenge with the appropriate skill. If the skill is lower than the requirement, the success chance is displayed. Captain Weasley returns in the middle of a cornfield. This place is A. Look for any strange noises. Scan for any. Yeah. Harry and Tom use their tricorder to for life signs and detect strange energy spike emanating from a nearby area. Following the readings, they navigate through the corn and find a farm with people working on the fields. An old man sits on the porch of a nearby farmhouse, strumming a banjo. That would never happen in the show. Be too stupid. After a challenge, the participating team members are fatigued and their skill values are reduced. Let them rest for the next challenge to recover and plan ahead accordingly. Okay. Corn on the cob! Corn on the cob! I love that bit. Captain, this old man seems harmless enough. He might know what's going on here. How should we approach him? Demand to know what is going on. Try to read his body language for any clues. Argue with facts that this can't be a farm on Earth, and you want to know what's going on. Dude. Harry and Tom argue this can't be Earth, pointing out the inconsistencies in the plants and animals. Was there plants and animals? While the old man remains evasive, they sense other humans and the farm. It's not real. The old man, however, seems to be the only thing that's genuine. He is confused why Harry and Tom are early, as it's not their turn yet. He invites them to stay on the farm and wait, offering them some fresh corn on the cob! Corn on the cob! Now, I saw some plus down there. You can select more than one hero for a challenge if they possess the required skill. If the accumulated skill value is equal or higher than the required number, you have a chance for a critical success, golden part of the chance bar. The old man is much help. We tried to find the marquee ourselves. There's a large barn behind the farmhouse. The tricorder. I really can't speak. The tricorder readings are off the charts. There's definitely something strange about it, especially that back wall. Investigate the barn wall for a hidden door. Try to analyze what those energy readings could be. try to find a way to break the illusion of the wall. To be fair, they all do it, don't they? I mean, Harry Kim goes with the girl to find the hidden door. Then they get out the tricorder, and then they phaser it. Harry and Kim try to disrupt the energy field, causing a flicker in the air, but before they can break the illusion, the people from the field burst in, wielding two farms as weapons. The old man appears and reveals the barn is an illusion, and Backwall dissolves to show a blurrish, glowing room where unconscious people, including a tattooed man and a half-Klingon woman, lie on surgical tables. Sometimes you have to make major decisions that influence how the story proceeds. These decisions are marked with a golden outline. These people must be Mr. Maki. Okay, I say right, okay. They are being held here. Captain, we must get them out of here. Pilot, wake up the tattooed man. Quick-witted, wake up the half-Klingon woman. Now, let's change the story. This is what Harry sprints towards the half-Klingon woman, hoping to rouse her. As he reaches out, the old man stops him, a look of concern on his face. Before Harry can react, a blind white light fills the room and everything goes blank. Captain Janeway anxiously awaits the return of her away team when Harry Kim unexpectedly materializes behind her. What happened on that array? Whoa, I'm back on Voyager. What happened over there, Mr. Kim? We lost contact with you for several hours. That bridge looks remarkably clean for just what happened within a few seconds. Hours? We were just there, right, Tom? Tom? Seems like he's still on the array. I hope. Captain, we've been hailed by the Maquis. Starfleet, I don't know what you did to our commander, but I can still ram this wreck into your precious starship. She's not changed. Ram us. One of our own is missing. It would make sense to postpone the ramming until we get all accounted for. Does that sound reasonable? We're beaming over. That looks weird. I like it though. Don't play games, Starfleet. We're armed and ready to defend ourselves. I forgot. I love the fact she used to always do that. Starfleet. Starfleet. I wouldn't have it any other way. Glad to have you back, Tuvok. He just walks over there, does he? And just stand straight behind your security program. Likewise, Captain. Miss Torres, I must inform you that I have assigned to infiltrate the Maquis. I never liked you, Vulcan. That is unsurprising. I assure you, I perform my Maquis duties to the highest standards. That is good. Patak! You win some, you lose some. Let's focus on bringing Mr. Paris and your commander back. His name is Chakotay, and we can't get back in that easy. They sealed their communications and are cut off. Lieutenant Tuvok, get down to engineering, find a way to bypass whatever's jamming our communications. Report back as soon as you have a solution. Captain, how come he's already changed uniform? Captain, the ship's status remains critical. Repair protocols are imperative. We require resources and the engineering office to mobilize additional workforces. Prioritize life support, secure core deck, and restore Deck 5 functionality first to gain access to the engineering office. You need to activate the life support unit. Yes, that's that bit. To the corresponding deck. Yes. Each life support unit consumes energy, so plan accordingly. So was that... So where's Stella? Oh, no, that's probably short room. That's a cut. Yeah, it doesn't... Oh yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah, it doesn't... She doesn't change the room overall. Right, anyway. Right, switch on. Life support restored to deck 5, Captain. Engineering office is now accessible. And of course it's a mess. We have to fix it before we can even use it. Two cycles. Repair in progress. Until completion, we'll be able to scan all the power system and gather more deuterium and tritium. Right. Engineering office fully operational again, Captain. We now have additional work teams to carry out 2 tasks simultaneously. Right, so I can now do 2. Okay. Building or repairing rooms, even clearing debris, occupies work teams. To be able to carry out several tasks at the same time, obtain additional teams by building or upgrading engineering office. Logically, we now focus on Deck 2 and the mess hall to ensure the crew's food supply maintains their physical endurance. This requires reactivating life support in that section first. I don't know, maybe sick bay to like deal with all the injured crew? Right, that is that purple bit there, isn't it? Yes, right. The morale bar shows you the current morale and change of morale per cycle. And icons indicating your crew's needs. Open the overview screen and switch to morale to get detailed info about your crew's needs. I don't know where the overview is. Your decision in is that up? I think it might be up. Your decision in ship management, food crew, quarters, and event affect crew morale. If morale fails to 0, the communities and the game is over. Yeah, I was right. It is up. Okay, so current amount is 3,000. Reachable amount is 260. Maximum is 4,000. It goes down 80 every cycle. Okay. Quartermaster emergency rations. Right. Morale. Okay. Life support direct on Deck 2, Captain. Access the mess hall is now possible. However, since extensive damage, emergency rations are currently deployed. After repair, the crew can access replicated rations again. Okay, so I've got repaired. Repair in progress. Until completion, we should address crew accommodation. The ruined room must be cleared to create room for essential sections. The ship is heavily damaged and many parts are destroyed beyond repair. To free up new building space, you will first have to remove the remnants of the old, select the room and give the order to clear the debris. Removing debris takes time to pass the time travels on the map. While we wait for our work teams to finish, we should continue collecting more resources. Mess hall has been repaired. Missile, right, excellent. We should switch on replication ration now. It would enhance crew well-being. Okay, with every cycle your crew consumes rations. You can always use emergency rations which don't require resources but lower morale. The crew is used to consume premium rations made by the replicators. Those increase morale but consume dearly. Okay, let us go that way. Replication ration now issued to the crew, Captain. I think for now what I should have done is that bitten, that bitten. Oh, excellent. Maybe we should build some crew quarters now. It would work wonder for morale, Captain. Now if they've all got to share this one room. To build new rooms, select the empty building space to bring up the construction menu. If you have enough work teams and resources, you can build a room. Every room needs a corresponding area, so plan accordingly. Accommodates 12 crew in crammed limited quarters. -1 morale. Your crew is the lifeblood of your ship. Each room requires personnel to operate, so keep this in mind when adding new rooms or upgrades. Don't forget to provide the necessary accommodation or morale may drop faster than you'd like. Is it that? Caretaker. Captain, the raid jammers has just been neutralized. We should be able to establish communication. Let's hope they respond. Hail the array. Who's this? Why are you bothering me? Oh, it's you. Why are you back? You don't have what I need. I remember that voice, Captain. It's your man from the banjo, but his form is entirely different compared to how he appeared on the array. I'm Captain Janeway, the Federation starship Voyager. We mean you no harm. We just want our people back. Your people? Your people are no longer here! They might have what you need. You just have to leave them. Appeal to his humanity. Tell us where they are. Try to intimidate him. Give him back. Let Bologna talk. Scan the array for Tom and Chakotay. No, listen here, you oversized cello, Richard Chakotay, or I'll use that banjo and only ways to Klingon cut. Got it? You are so insignificant. I have no time for this. There's just not enough time. Time for what? No, you're stealing my time. Don't you understand? I don't have time. Not enough time. We're being cut off, Captain. Miss Torres, your blunt tactics were useless. I expected. I know how to survive, your ladyship. Your ladyship? It's not like the Federation ever gave us a chance to practice diplomacy. Captain, Commander, I fail to see how the spiritual debate will help us locate our missing crew members. Perhaps a more logical approach would be beneficial? Huh? You're right, Tuvok. It seems the Delta Quadrant is getting to our heads. What do you suggest? I have observed that the array has been sending energy pulses towards the fifth planet of the neighboring system ever since our arrival. Given the lack of information regarding our mission crew location, investigating this planet appears to be the most logical next step. It's the only we have. Thoughts, Miss Torres? We're stuck with each other, Janeway. We work together, and go our separate ways. Fine. Helm, set course for the 5th planet of the neighboring system. Let's find our people. Set a course for the 5th planet of the neighboring system. Maximum warp. The sector map shows the entire sector with several star systems. You can travel directly to another star system, or you can scan the system first and select the Pacific Pole to visit. So first deal with the array. Okay. Right, hold on. What have I got? Oh, so my storage tanks are still full. What the hell is that sound? Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, this is where. Captain should hear from an identified vessel requesting assistance. Keep a safe distance and transmit navigational data. Risk to send a work team to perform repairs. Abandon. Yeah. And you're not only able to repair the damaged systems, but also managed to improve the navigation software. The crew was very grateful, Captain. That was quite quick. Hasn't even gone over to. Does actually go up. Because I think in the demo it didn't. Captain, we've reached our destinations. Orders? Continue up. Let's see what we have here. Who knows? What makes this place so special? Prepare an raid team. Do a general scan. Yes. Check the engineering premises. Anything to read about the NG pulses? Yes. They're getting faster. Then he said he's run out of time, right? Whatever that means, we better hurry. Let's see what we can learn about the planet. It was basically an M-class planet, but no ocean, no river, nothing. However, they are settlements. Strange but intriguing. Prepare away, team. We'll examine this world firsthand. Neelix, good to see you! Captain, a small ship is approaching. They're hailing us. On screen. Oh. Yeah, there's occasional little bits that are just wrong. Something looks odd about that. Greetings, looking for something of this dusty old rock? Would we find anything, Mr. Neelix? Never seen a ship like yours, let me guess. You whisked away from somewhere else in the galaxy and brought here against your will. Sounds though you heard this story before. Thousands of times, well, hundreds of times, maybe 50 times. But the caretaker has been bringing ships here for months now. The caretaker? That's what the Okampa call him. He's probably snatched some of your crew too, right? They're likely down on the planet with the Okampa. But Captain, it's a tricky place, dangerous. You could use a guide, but of course a guide needs a little, compensation. Sounds fair. Wonderful, to be honest. I had it rough recently. Those pesky void voles have been nibbling away at my supplies. Some food and water would be most welcome. If you help us find our missing crew, you can have all the food and water you want. It's a deal. So, where's that? Spatial anomalies. Set course. It's Voyager. They like spatial anomalies. Our sensor detects a small but stable spatial anomaly. It's not dangerous but could provide valuable scientific data. Yes. Excellent. Right. Ship. I think I will. Excellent. Hee hee. No. Injured sick crew will place in sickbay automatically. After treatment, they'll go back to work. Increase the efficiency of sickbay by assigning a suitable hero. We came across an abandoned mining station. The station is under lockdown and seems to be damaged. Safely search for anything valuable without entering the station. Repair parts of the mining station to mine for some resources. Oh, that's it. Computer stop. Search for anything valuable without entering the station. Oh, that was close. Get here. What a delicious meal. A colouring masterpiece. I've never encountered such a tangy but comforting, smooth yet vibrant concoction. What's it called again? Tomato soup. Tomato soup. I'm some good culinary wizard myself, you know. My African hair pasta bowl is widely known for its bold, mouth-watering taste. Mr. Neelix, I'm pleased you're enjoying yourself, but we need your assistance. Now. Ah, yes. Your missing crew, right? Scan the southern continent and look for a range of dead volcanoes. At the foot you find the Kazon Ogla encampment. Kazon what? One Kazon set of many. They control this part of the quadrant. They're a bit difficult, but with the right approach, they can even be reasoned with. I thought you said the Akampa had our people. Well, the Akampa do have your people, it's just finding them is a bit tricky. My old pal Maj Jabin, the Ogla leader, might know where to look. He's a nice guy, a bit gruff, but he owes me a favor. Anything else we should know about these Kazon Ogla? Water's a precious commodity around these parts. The Ogla, they mostly get theirs through trade, so a little liquid diplomacy would go a long way. Send an away team down. Very well, prepare an away team, and you'll accompany them, Mr. Neelix. Also over there. Oh! Captain, I need to address the lack of quarters. Many are sleeping in the corridors and morale is suffering. I suggest building new quarters so many people can sleep in their own beds. How many crew do I have? 58. Captain, we've got a major problem brewing down in engineering. Tumour levels are critical. The ship won't last long without a refuel. If we don't get new supplies soon, we'll be adrift in space with no energy, no slave support. We need to act fast. Understood. We'll stock up on 900 deuterium. Not now. We'll have to hold out a little bit longer. Captain, reach our destination. Orders. Send an away team. Balana and Duvok. The away team returns in a small valley between the Del volcanoes. The sun burns down immediately. The air is hot and dry and a sandy wind sweeps into their eyes. Captain, our tricores are malfunctioning, probably because of the energy impulses. How do we get our bearings in this dust bowl? Struggle. Now, the away team finds it difficult to make progress in harsh conditions. Wind and sound slows them down, and the uneventful cause them to stumble. Eventually, they reach a ledge. Exhausted and disorientated, in the distance they spot the Kazon Ogla settlement. However, the wind is picking up, and a massive sandstorm is approaching from the south. Captain, a sandstorm is heading. Who the hell is that? A sandstorm is heading our way. We need to find cover fast. Ah. The away team gathers rock and wood construct a makeshift shelter. They huddle together as the sandstorm rages around them. What seems like an eternity, the storm subsides. The away team emerges slightly battered but unharmed and sets off in the direction of the Kagos on Ogla settlement. Captain, we've reached the settlement. How should we approach the people here? Let Neelix do the introduction, approach in typical Starfleet manner. Yeah. Ah. Neelix's boisterous greeting does not seem to have any effect. The women and children seem to recognize him, but they back away with a grim expression. The men approach cautiously, weapons in hand. A tall Kazon emerges from the settlement. Jaheb, the leader. At the sight of Neelix, his face turns red with rage. In the background, a badly bruised young woman looks nothing like the Kazon, but more than a human with pointy ears, peers around the corner. Seems like the Kazon don't find Neelix as charming as he led us to believe. How should we appease them, Captain? Let's do some strength. The display of potential force seems to impress Joban, who explains that they come to live underground. Their access is controlled by the caretaker, who also provides their only source of water. As proof, Joban points to a bruised woman he's holding as a slave and a compa. He explains that she is one of them few who have managed to reach the surface. Suddenly, Neelix grabs the phaser. He points at Javen and demands the coming woman will be freed. Sometimes certain approaches in a way should bear additional risks. Change approach marked with the danger level indicator. Failing such a challenge can result in injury or even fatalities. That's me killing all the crew. So you can see quite easily, that's okay. Things are getting out of hand, Captain. We should retreat. Appease and carefully withdraw. Tackle, retreat, run. Secure the retreat with phaser fire. The away team raises their hands in gesture of peace, slowly backing away while choosing their words carefully to calm the angry Kazon. Javen, though furious of Neelix's impulsive actions, recognizes the away team's ill-intended attempt to de-escalate the situation. He allows them to retreat, through his eyes burn with anger. Safely back on board Voyager. Neelix surprises the rest of the team as he hears the rescue room kiss passionately. How deep does this relationship go? We do not want to know. My dearest Kess, didn't I promise I'll save you? I knew you would come for me, my love. Christ, she looks rough. You lied and endangered my crew. This is not how trust is built, Mr. Neelix. Why does she look like a man in that? Why does Janeway look like a man? He was desperate, Captain, but I understand. I want to repay you and your crew for saving me. As Javen said, the access to the underground city is controlled by the caretaker. There is a tunnel, but the caretaker seals it off with the security barrier. We may be able to transport through the barrier if it has the slightest breach. A transporter signal amplified would be necessary. Excellent idea, Kess. Can you help us once we located the breach? Of course, it's the least I can do. I'm grateful now. Kess, there was danger in the service. Why do you leave your home? I felt a strong pull to explore the world beyond the city. I yearned for the freedom to discover new things and learn things about myself. See my people so dependent on the caretaker and unable to think for themselves, it was unbearable. We once possessed telepathic abilities, but those androids, I don't even know how to pronounce that word, over many years. Anthropoid? What can you tell us about the caretaker? For generations he has provided the Ocampo with food, water, energy, and protection from the outside world. Any idea why he does this or where he came from? No, we have stories and legends about him, but they're just stories and legends. I do not want to know how them two met. Alright, someone gets started on the transporter some campfire, and Kess, we'll go to sickbay and have you examined. It's a good thing I already built it. Computer, initiate the medical emergency hug. Oops.
Initiate is spelled out.
Computer, shut up.
I-A-T-E.
Come to assuming it's a right to right critical. Please state the nature of the medical emergency. Doctor, our chief engineer is dead. You have to take care of sick bay for now, and this patient, Kess. He got activated a bit late. There's no need for concern. I'm capable of treating any injury or disease. A broken you have a few minor bruises and grazes. Nothing I can't handle. You are in the capable hands, most young lady. Thank you, Doctor. That's very kind of you. I expect you to do your best, Doctor. Do my best? Captain, I am programmed for the optimal care. What else would you do? Now, if you excuse me, I have a patient to attend to, and a sick bay to reorganize. We'll build additional cargo. I've got quite a bit to do. Right. Clear debris. Clear debris. Oh, I've got no... Oh, of course, I've just been doing all that, haven't I? Right. Excellent. Right, so now what I want is ship, crew, emergency crew quarters, there, and emergency crew quarters there. No, oh, because they're building the God, that didn't take long to forget that I did that. Sector. There you go. Emergency explode cutters done. Done. I can't tell where the plus side needs to be that little bit bigger. The target is. Right, so already in science room. Why have I got no power? Because That one. Build a cargo bay. Right, okay. Torpedo. Workshop. Shuttle bay. Well, shuttle bay is going to want to be close to shuttle bay. Excellent. Broken promise. Because of the power outage. So where am I going? Cargo room. That's what I was building, cargo. Building as fast as I can. I'm getting tired. Right. You just continue game. Restart sector. Delete. Okay. Right. Yes, I enjoyed that. Just over an hour. That's okay. Stop broadcast. Right. Bye.